We back. I got that full auto bishop for you. Sadly, this time soldiers are minus HP per second, which locks us out of some good options. And Nanahara Alliance isn't too helpful on this boss, but we still have some options. I don't have a full free-to-play team this time, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a low-budget team. I do have a 20k, actually 21k full auto team for you as well. So let's go ahead and check them out. I did try to make this as free to play as possible, but this boss sucks on free to play with only farmable characters. The invisibility kind of a difficult thing to deal with when there isn't a farmable character that I know of that can actually strip. But with things the way things I have timed out, we are, and then along with New Ohio here, we line up things so that when she does her special, we can actually cancel her ulti out. That way she doesn't sit there and run all the way to the back, and we can sit here and DPS her down pretty well. Now, of course, we're sitting here tossing in a bunch of snipers. We're getting as many death breaks as we can. And Dash helps with some evasion shred here, making her hit, our units hit her a little better, but mine probably aren't going to do that well because they don't have much gear on them. It gets a little testy here, but we have a nice Aureus ulti to keep our units all alive and get a nice 11k score. Perfectly reasonable amount to get your full season reward. Even with a late summon, Mia doing some ridiculous damage here. But then again, she's up against a level 100 Zhao. This team is a little tricky. It's not completely free to play. All the characters here are farmable or easily gotten except for Alex. Now, Alex has a strip, so she can remove the invisibility off the boss and your characters don't just stand around looking dumb. You can use Casey or base Alex to do the same thing. There are other characters that can strip, but I'm not going to go into mentioning them all. You can, however, run Orca or Hilde. Your score won't be the same, but it is possible to do that. Also, I feel like switching Mia and Zhao around after I see all the damage numbers. But then this is a 110 rearm versus a 100 Zhao. Now for gear. Now we just have your basic low budget gear, just some random pieces getting me 67% res. Zhao has Blaze on her, but obviously attack her EE even on a broken set would probably do a lot better. Arilana with no gear, Aureus with her free to play CDR set, Mia is on Spirit, Jushiun is on the antagonist set, and Dash has no gear, same with Soyun. Now this team is very particular in the timings, the costs all matter, and I don't run an operator, or at least I don't run Kim Hana because of that, so just be wary of that. In actuality, you can probably sit there and put Jin Bora on the team, hit autofill. As long as you got a front line, you can probably auto this boss. But we have Jin Bora making sure Bishop is completely useless. Orca is probably one of the best tanks. She doesn't need a healer, and she could just sit there and frontline the entire time. And then you just throw a whole bunch of snipers, proc Vivian, and watch the fireworks. Luckily, with the way I have things timed, Soyun and S2 come out relatively at the same time, so you get your burst phase right here along with a Vivian proc. So it would be nice if Sane actually crit that, but beggars can't be choosers. Could sit there and do this a few times and sit there and see if you can get the crit on the ultis, but other than that, it does a decent job. a nice 21k score. And Agnes, of course, is top DP. For this team, I'm using Detroit for the ship and Vivian as the operator. For gear, I'm using attack speed, range damage on Jin Bora. Full Volcano on Agnes with anti-counter damage lines. Those actually work on this boss. Orc is your standard tank build, double evasion with 50% crit res. Sane I have on attack, anti-striker. Seiyun's on spirit, anti-striker. Party Lana's on blaze, anti-striker. Dorothy's going to be sitting on attack speed, anti-striker. And then Wardens is left ungeared. Plan is to never make it to Wardens. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this helps you get the minimum score needed this season. Things are looking interesting with more Vivian comps. Luckily, Vivian is currently on banner, though do be careful as the anniversary is around the corner and I hear there may be a collab, so you might want to save your tickets. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're feeling extra special, you can join the Mage Army by clicking the join button. You can also catch me on Discord, link will be in the description. And if you want to help support this channel, you can find a link for that in the description as well. As always, I will see you next time.